In this video, we're going to try and find the second derivative of these parametric equations. So we've already seen that to work out the first derivative, you would simply follow this. Find dy by dt, so differentiate this with respect to t, and then differentiate x with respect to t. And then once you've got the two answers, then you just simply get one divided by the other. That will then give you the first derivative. Well, to find the second derivative, so hang on, let's go back one step. So this is dy by dx. Well, dy by dx can also be written as y prime. So y prime is dy by dx. So to find the second derivative, if you look at this, you have to differentiate y prime. So to find the second derivative, you have to differentiate y prime. So that means once you've got your answer, you've got to differentiate it with respect to t. So you've got to differentiate it. So once you've got your answer, once you've got your first derivative, differentiate it again with respect to t. And then once you've got this answer here, then put it into here and then divide it by dx by dt. I will illustrate with an example. So let's try and differentiate this. Let's try and find the second derivative. But in order for us to find the second derivative, we need to work out the first derivative. So we need to work out the first derivative first. So the first derivative, to work out the first derivative, we need to find dy by dt. So looking at this, we need to differentiate this with respect to t. So that will then give us this. So that's this bit here, dy by dt. And then now we need to find dx by dt. So looking at the x, differentiate this with respect to t, and then that will then give you this. So now dy by dt equals this, dx by dt equals this. So the first derivative would be us getting this divided by this. So the first derivative will be this. This is our first derivative. Now if you look at the second derivative, so we've got our first derivative here. To find the second derivative, hang on. So we've got our first derivative here. To find the second derivative is given by this. To find the second derivative, it's saying differentiate y prime. Well, this here is also y prime. So it's saying differentiate y prime with respect to t. So that's what this thing here is saying. This thing here is this thing here. So we've got our y prime here. So to find the second derivative, we need to differentiate y prime with respect to t. So what that means is we have to differentiate this with respect to t. So differentiate this would be, well, use the quotient rule here. U prime, take away, and then u v prime. So differentiate this with respect to t. So we are trying to work out this here. So differentiate y prime with respect to t. So differentiate this by using the quotient rule. That will then give you this. That will then give you this, and then tidy this up. So remember, we are trying to find the second derivative. But to find the second derivative, we need to work out this. So this block here is actually this bit here. So tidy it up. That will then give you this. That will then give you this. But don't forget, that was just this bit here. So this thing here is just this bit here. Okay, so this thing here is just this bit here. So now we can put this into here, and then earlier, right from the start, the dx by dt equals this. So we can put this into here. So the second derivative would be this divided by this. But we're going to visualize it like this. Imagine this as being a. Imagine this as being b. So you've got a fraction here, a over b, and then you divide it by this. Well, let's just imagine this as c. So you divide by c. So later on, this gets multiplied to the bottom. The point is that when you put this into here, and then put this into here, that would then be this. So that's just like us doing this. this thing here is A, so that's this bit here. This thing here is B, so that's this bit here. And then you divide by this thing, divide by C. So you can visualize this as being C. Now this thing here gets multiplied to the bottom, so that will then give you this. That will then give you, sorry, that will then give you, sorry, hang on. That will then give you this. That will then give you this. So this here is your final answer. Okay?